Masters. Welcome all of you, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. Thank you all for joining the sessions. We are on the day 16 of Karma Consciousness sessions. Thanks to our Guru, Brahmashi Pitamaha Patraji. Thanks to our Guru Master, Tarkam Saradarian. Thanks to all the masters, whoever is helping us with all the wisdom, all the sharing. And thanks to all the masters for joining these sessions. Thank you very much. Let me share the screen. Okay, masters. So we'll understand a bit more on karma. So as we discussed in the last session, so there will be number of ways karma applies to all of us. So it will not apply in the same manner to each and every person, at each and every time, at each and every place. So it varies depending upon various factors, right? And so far we understood that karma will be found with our actions, with our reactions, right? So karma is not just formed by those actions. Sometimes the karma will be formed with our inactions as well. So where we need to take some action, we are not taking action. And when we are negligence, and we have a negligence attitude, and when we are irresponsible, when we are careless, and when we behave stupidly, and even our incarnation. So all these different aspects also there. So it's not that only when we do something, karma will be created. When we don't do, where we need some action, or where we need to respond, or where we need to react, or where we need to pay some attention. So we create karma, masters. So you might be thinking, how come a reaction will create? We know that when we react without thinking, it creates karma. So we should not be reacting. Then how come if we don't react, karma will be created? So depending upon a situation, suppose there is an emergency situation, masters. So there won't be time to respond. We need to react in those situations. So when there is an emergency, you keep thinking what is the right thing, wrong thing. And you are waiting to take the right time, to get into the right time. You may lose time. When there is an accident that is happening, or it has happened in front of you, so you need to react immediately there. It's not that time for response there. So we need to act immediately and take respective people to the hospitals. So the reaction is very important there. So each and everything we need to apply in our lives, masters. When to react, when not to react, or when to respond. When to ignore, when not to ignore. When to interfere, when not to interfere. So all these things are there. So each and everything that we come across in our lives, those all things have a specific purpose. So we need to apply all the things in our lives. It's not that something is not important, that is not to be done at all. So depending upon various scenarios, various situations, various circumstances. So each and everything comes into valid action only. Sometimes we need interference, but we need to know when to interfere or when not to interfere, when to react, when not to react, when to ignore, when not to ignore. So to understand that, we need to evolve ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So otherwise, we will not be able to understand. We say that some master says that don't react, and some say that you have to react at some times. So we need to know all these things. So knowing is our own responsibility. Making ourselves aware of things is very important for us. We cannot simply say that I don't know and I can escape from that. That's why each and every day we need to keep reading books. We don't know which knowledge will help us at what time. So it is like preparing ourselves on a day-to-day basis. That's why we keep doing meditation, so that we keep raising our energies. We keep cleansing ourselves on a day-to-day basis. And we read books so that we get more and more knowledge. We get to know more and more things. So how many different aspects will be there for each theme? Because each and every person acts in a different ways. They think in a different way. They feel in a different way. They emote in a different way. So sometimes we struggle to understand, because we will not be able to see from others' perspective. We are stuck with our own perspective. So masters, so it is very important. It is our own responsibility to be making aware of ourselves, to evolve ourselves. And when we are stuck in some darkness, some painful situations, or some we are going through something in our lives, very bad, very horrible, then it is our own responsibility to get into a light, because we are going through suffering means we are in the darkness. We are missing something to understand that particular thing, that particular situation, that particular experience. So our level of understanding is not sufficient. We are blinded by something, so that we are not able to see to the picture, not able to see the higher picture, bigger picture. So anything that is not giving us happy, anything that is not giving us joy, anything that is not giving us peace, is actually telling us we are lacking something there. We are not able to understand something. Our knowledge is not sufficient. Our energy is not sufficient. So again, it is our own responsibility to bring us back to light in those instances, in those circumstances. So we have to push ourselves. So whatever the characteristics we are having within us, we need to keep checking. If you are not putting efforts, then if you are not bringing ourselves to light, if you are not making ourselves to work within ourselves and raise our levels of understanding, the darkness will swallow us. It will tumble down us. It will crumble. It will crush us. We'll go into much deeper suffering, much deeper pain, much deeper troubles. So it is our own responsibility. We need to again realize it. We need to immediately able to understand it. Something is not right. I need to work upon my inner sadhana, inner practices. Because we all will be affected when we are low, when we are not in the right state, when we don't have a righteous understanding, or when we are overwhelmed with something else. And Master is telling, if your neighbor is in darkness, make it possible to educate him, or else you will be contaminated very soon by that person, or by that society, or by that nation. Suppose your neighboring country is having some horrible things going on, like terrorism. If you see, one of the major issues in this world we are having right now. So your neighboring country is encouraging the terrorism. They are allowing their people to participate in the terrorist activities. So it is the responsibility of your nation as well, that to be making sure that you have enough strength to protect your country. At the same time, we should be able to educate the other countries, neighboring countries. Whether they are listening to it, whether they are able to take it or not, that's a different thing. But at least you should put your effort to educate them, to make them understand what is the righteous thing. At the same time, you should prepare yourself, because one or the other day in the future that may affect you. So again, it is our own responsibility. It is like we need to keep checking within ourselves what kind of friends we are having. Are they having anything that is causing trouble to themselves or to others? So we should be able to convey that thing to others, to our friends, to our family. Whether they are taking it, whether they are accepting it, that's a different thing. That's their choice. But as a responsible person, you should be able to convey things to them. And you should be prepared again as well, because you should not be succumbed to that darkness. Because we have this proverbs, right? And we try to do friendship with some other person, we become that. Each and every person will be having both righteousness and wrongness. Both things we will be having. So we should be able to pick up only the righteous things. So we should be aware all the time. What is that I am accumulating from others? What is that I am learning from others? So your friendship is degrading you, doesn't mean it means that you are entertaining something which is not right. You have a very good discipline. You have a very self-respect, self-discipline. But after some companionship with some others, you are missing that. You are slowly downgrading yourself. You will not be able to realize, because it is very easy in this world to get attracted to the negative things, to be attracted to the pleasurable things. We think that that is a good thing. That is the thing to do. If not now, when you will do something like that, people will provoke us. And we also will go with it, thinking that would be the craziest thing to do. And we forget our own path, our own self-discipline. So a lot of young people will go through this phase, like having smoking, drinking, all these things. So we need to be aware all the time. We need to be conscious what we are doing. Are we in the right path or not? Are we having the right companionship? So all these things we need to keep checking, masters. And tolerance. So master is telling about tolerance. Tolerance does not mean to let people destroy your joy, health, freedom, or steal your bread, home, your dignity, honor, or rights. We know that we all have to cultivate this tolerance. But how long or how much you should be able to tolerate? We need to understand that thing. Somebody is trying to kill you. So will you allow them to kill you? So again, here there is a very conflicting thing. In the previous chapter, if you see, Master is telling that resist no evil. And here Master is telling that don't tolerate when somebody is destroying your peace, your joy, your health, your property. So these two seems to be very conflicting. That's where Master there clearly mentioned that is possible for the higher souls who are at the highest level and when they have a specific purpose. Like the example we have seen, Jesus Christ. So he tolerated that much great evil to destroy him because he is very well aware what he came for, what he will be going through, what he has to go through, for what purpose. To bring greater light onto this planet Earth, he has allowed that to happen. So he is a master, great master. He is very well aware what will be happening, what he will be going through, and he has to surrender to that situation. He has to tolerate it. So when the master says resist no evil, that can be followed by the higher beings, higher being masters, when they have a specific purpose on the planet Earth. So here master is telling tolerate. Tolerance means not to allow the other persons destroy you. So when somebody is trying to kill you and somebody is trying to possess you, you should give a fight definitely there, because you should not allow others to destroy yourself. You can tolerate the mental pressure or emotionally somebody is blackmailing you. But physically, if they are destroying you, then you don't need to tolerate that thing, because your body definitely, you need this body definitely to continue experiencing the life, to evolve here, experience and evolve. So masters, we need to know how much tolerant we can be or we have to be. So we need to be very clear on that. And negligence is responsible for increase of crime. When we know something is wrong, and if you are not trying to correct it, so that keeps increasing. So over a period of time, it becomes very big thing. So anything that is going wrong in front of you, you should be able to take corrective measures for it. You cannot keep quiet. Example, same example. When somebody is trying to kill someone, you cannot be negligible there. You cannot ignore that thing. It is his karma. You cannot simply say it is his karma. What we have to do with it. So masters understanding these things are, sometimes it may seem like conflicting at different areas, different places. At one place master says in one way, at the other place master says the other way. So both have a greater inner meanings we need to understand. And so master is telling this example. If we allow termites into our home, those will destroy our homes, right? Similarly, so each and every person will be having a specific principles, specific characteristics, specific goals. So when somebody is trying to divert you, somebody is trying to take you away from your path, so you should be cautious, because you should not allow somebody else destroy your principles, your samskaras, your character. Like we get habituated to something else which is not right, and that is when we lose our self-discipline. That is how we lose our control upon ourselves, mastery upon ourselves, and slowly we will lose self-confidence over time. So it all starts with us very small things like smoking, drinking. So in the beginning, it seems like okay, it is just for some pleasure and just for fun. But over a period of time, it becomes a habit, and it has destroyed so many people. We all know that how much it may destroy if it is uncontrollable. I have seen so many friends as well who are really wonderful, but once they addicted to drinking, smoking, or something else, they lost their path completely. So it is each and every one of our responsibility to be aware, to be conscious, to be always in the righteous path. Otherwise, we lose focus, we lose our attention, and we put all our energy in a wrong way, which will destroy us eventually. So tolerance, Master is telling again, tolerance can be exercised only when people's actions are controlled by beauty, goodness, righteousness, joy, freedom, striving, and sacrificial service. So you can exhibit this tolerance when you are in the righteous path. Suppose you have done something wrong and you are in the wrong, or you are in the wrong way, and someone else is trying to scold you, or somebody is trying to beat you to bring back into the light, to bring back into the righteous path. Those things you can tolerate because they are doing for your goodness, for your righteousness, to bring light back into your light, to make you aware, to make you realize. So we need to understand these things when we can allow tolerance and how much tolerance we can allow. And patience. Patience is one more thing we need to understand. So patience, we think that it is always about waiting. We think that, oh, let us wait a bit more time. So Master is clearly telling it in one of the statement. People think that patience is measured by length of time On the contrary, patience acts faster than the speed of light when it is needed. If you take a war, there is a war happening between two countries, and there is a soldier, very brave, very confident, very powerful. So he cannot simply go and fight in the open area, right? He has to wait for the right time. He has to wait patiently to get to the correct time so that he can attack the enemy in a righteous way, at the righteous point. So that is what about patience, waiting until the right moment. And when it comes to self, patience is again applied at the self level as well. Okay, when we are going through so much suffering, so much pain, so much troubles in our lives, we need to be so much patient to go through that inner processing. We discussed about this one, right? The self-healing actually happens when we allow things to happen, when we accept things, when we accept all those experiences, when we silence ourselves. So there we need patience. So patience is basically to be able to calm down ourselves, or to be able to, how I can say this. I'm not getting the right words, but it is all about how much soul strength you are having actually. So based upon your soul strength, one can exhibit patience. The more the soul strength, the more the patience one can have, one can develop. Similarly, tolerance also. So masters, so all these things we need to apply in our day-to-day lives. So karma is not just about doing things. When we don't do at the right time, and when we are not responsible, when we are behaving irresponsibly, where we need to be responsible, and when we are neglecting things, where we have to take care. So all these also will create a lot of karma, a great amount of karma for us. So, okay, masters, it is already 10 o'clock. We'll pause the discussion here. One wants to share anything, any clarity? Masters.
Good evening, Master. It's Shraddha Devi here. It's Shraddha Devi here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Just now I'm able to hear.
Sorry, I'm putting volume down. It's one question. When we say patience, toleration, about that, suppose like I have someone known since years to the person, and suddenly we move away from the area where we're living, and we wasn't much in touch with us, but still if we meet somewhere, we're fine. And what experience I had that when I was walking through town, I seen that person, and I noticed the person ignored me completely. Tried to look through the windows. I still went to say, just greet the person, just say hello. That's it. And that person did reply. She didn't
Okay,
ignore me, and the few weeks after happened again, same thing. Turning
okay,
from the other way down, I still went to greet.
okay,
Well, that was, she probably didn't see me, but I noticed she did see me, and I thought myself, why this happening? What I have done wrong? Have I said
okay,
something wrong? Shall I apologize from her? But I can only apologize if I know what I've done. But still I could say, look, I'm sorry if I done something wrong to you, if I hurt. Then third time I saw her again, after a few weeks, you probably laugh on here, and the same thing happened again.
Okay.
Then suddenly come to my mind realization, why do you disturb this person? If that person doesn't want to talk to you, knowingly that person ignoring you, and you might hurting that person. Not not for myself thinking why she ignoring me, but I'm thinking on behalf of that person. That person might be getting hurt for something in me. I done something, or haven't done anything, or doesn't want to talk to me. Then I I stop to talk to that person. If
Okay.
when I saw again, so I didn't speak. So I did just change my path a little bit.
Okay.
So So I want to know, have I done this karma for myself, or ignore that person, or uh, try to make the comfort to the person not to talk him, because I thought this person might be getting hurt for something by talking me to her. I should not disturb her.
Yeah. Uh,
Where I stand for this sort of thing. If she
okay.
did wrong, I still the person is alive, so I can just go and apologize from that. I won't hesitate for that.
No, if possible, you can just go and try to get some answer from her whether you have caused anything to her.
Hmm.
But if she is avoiding and if you don't want to talk, then it is better to leave that there itself. Whenever the time comes, again everything will get revealed.
Okay.
But as long as you are aware, if you are sure that nothing actually was done through you, then you don't have to bother much about it. Let them go through their own
Let them
things.
realize, or whatever they are. I'm definitely
Here,
100%.
you don't need to think whether you have done anything wrong. Of course, definitely, when we know someone and when they started ignoring us, we sometimes
Yeah.
we feel why, what happened, why he's behaving like that. Something obviously we'll get those things.
Yeah.
But if it is repeated continuously,
Yeah.
better to leave them.
Right. Okay.
Now the other day, if they want to speak about it really,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they'll come back to it.
Oh,
You don't need to think that it may be something wrong from your end. Maybe
yes.
something wrong happened from their end and they are not ready to face you. Who knows?
Which one? It does make sense
It
somehow.
depends.
Okay. Oh,
It is not
okay.
always the one way.
Yeah.
It can be both ways.
But yeah, I
So
but I can ignore that bit if something done did
yeah,
wrong.
definitely.
I
When
can
other
easily
person
ignore
is
that.
not willing to at least greet you, or whether he's not ready to face you,
Yeah.
he's ignoring you willingly,
Yeah.
better to leave them.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And because yeah, I don't know whether it's a good nature or bad nature. I I can't say I give them chance to
Just
anyone.
have to be patient, that's all. Okay, let us see how long it goes. You
Sorry?
just be patient, and that's all I can say.
Yeah,
So when the time comes, if
I
they are
just
ready to talk again,
I shouldn't think about it because I'm thinking since years that now when we learn the karma, so I thought, have I created another karma? If I can nullify that one, I won't hesitate to
yeah,
do.
that is what we need to know, when to apply the ignorance, when not to.
Yeah,
Suppose somebody is trying to scold you.
yeah,
Instead of taking that scolding and getting disturbed, you can
uh-huh.
keep ignoring those things.
Yeah, yeah,
What we need to do when something is happening to us, we need
uh-huh.
to keep checking within ourselves. Whatever they are telling about me, are
Yeah.
they making sense to me? Am I really the person that they are talking about?
Okay.
If it really makes sense, because our inner knows, okay,
Yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
in the
Yeah,
outer behavior, however it might be, but the inner really knows whether that really makes sense to us or not, whether they are really conveying what we are inside.
okay,
So if it is really making sense, then we need to make changes within ourselves.
okay. Yes, thank you.
But if there is nothing that affects really, and if it is not making any sense,
Uh-huh.
you are not the person they are really talking about,
Hmm.
scolding you in the wrong way.
Yeah.
then instead of taking it and getting disturbance, you can keep ignoring it because it is not you. Why you have to worry about those things?
Yeah.
That's what the Buddha tells in one of the situation. When Buddha is going to ask for the bhiksha,
Yeah.
other person kept scolding him. You are a very good person.
Yeah.
You are very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is working fine in your body.
Yeah.
Why you don't work and get something to eat? Why you are begging like this?
Yeah.
Something like that. He kept scolding,
Yeah.
but Buddha just laughed at him and moved on.
Yeah.
But his disciples, his Shishyas were getting very angry.
Mm.
So after going little bit distance, they are asking his guru,
Yeah.
why, how you are smiling at him when he is scolding you like that? We
Yeah.
got very angry. We are not happy with it.
Mm.
That's when Buddha says that whatever he is telling out of his ignorance, out of his unknowingness.
Yeah.
I know the purpose of begging and getting from the people. So, in one way, what Buddha actually doing is trying to get their karmas.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
when somebody is donating him food,
Mm-hmm.
he's taking the karma of theirs actually.
Yeah.
Okay, in one way he is trying to help them clear karma. So he knows exactly what he's doing. So he knows, obviously he is a Buddha, so
Yeah.
he knows very well what to take, what not to take.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he conveyed.
Mm.
So when we need to keep checking within ourselves, whatever we are experiencing, whatever the scoldings or any bad things that were happening, wrong things that were happening,
Mm-hmm.
uh, how we are actually inside. Are these experiences reflecting us what we are within? If they are, then we need to reflect upon them. We need to work upon our inner, and we have to make changes.
Mm.
If
Thank you
if they
so
are not making sense, okay, ignoring is what we need to learn.
Yeah, that just leave it alone. That's the kind of situation. Yeah. Thank you so much, Master. Appreciate just clarify this question. Thank you.
Thank you, Daksha madam, for sharing your message.
It's very quiet today.
Yeah. Okay, masters. If nothing else, yeah, we'll wind up the session. Thank
Good.
you all once again for joining. Happy
Goodbye.
night, all of you. We'll connect tomorrow again.
Hari Hari.
धन्यवाद
Dhanyavad, madam. Happy night.
शुभ रात्रि